Hey guys, welcome back at Show Stuff. Huge video for you here. Predictive programming for the Charlie Kirk ritual. There's a movie called Snake Eyes, which came out in 1998. And in that movie, U.S. politician Charles Kirkland is assassinated at a live event by a shot through the neck. Charles Kirkland, like Charles Kirk. And obviously, Charlie Kirk was also shot in the neck, allegedly, right? Well, in the movie Snake Eyes, the heavyweight boxer Lincoln Tyler is in the ring during the assassination. Tyler, like Tyler Robinson. And in Gematria, Lincoln Tyler is 165, like Tyler Robinson is 165. And his nickname is the Executioner, okay? Well, the big part here, guys, in the movie Snake Eyes, the assassination occurs on September 10th. Charlie Kirk was allegedly assassinated on September 10th. Can you believe this, guys? You guys got to share this with everyone you can. This is undeniable. And also, see how Nicolas Cage is doing the hands like Charlie Kirk. Also, Donald Trump does that hand sign. And also, we're in the year of the snake right now. It's called Snake Eyes. But wow, just you put that all together. Charles Kirkland shot in the neck. Lincoln Tyler equals Tyler Robinson. And you're telling me the assassination in the movie happened on September 10th, the same day the Charlie Kirk event happened? Oh my goodness. And guys, I can't take credit for this. Shout out to Bernardo Soares, sorry. He left me this comment. I also saw him on the Ball Don't Lie channel earlier tonight talking about this. He said, have you ever watched the 98 movie Snake Eyes, where the character Charles Kirkland is assassinated with a shot in the neck, and there's a boxer named Tyler who has the nickname Executioner. And then Decoding with Cody let me know that the shooting in the film is on September 10th. So I can't take credit for any of this. I put the slide together, and I did find that Lincoln Tyler equals Tyler Robinson, but it doesn't matter who gets the credit. All credit goes to God. We wouldn't be able to do any of this without God's help. But wow, guys, I had to share that with you. And also, if you haven't seen it, I put out another video on Charlie Kirk one day ago. Make sure you check that out. But yeah, guys, can you believe it? Snake Eyes movie, Charles Kirkland, like Charles Kirk, shot through the neck by a guy with the name Tyler. Lincoln Tyler equals Tyler Robinson. And the assassination happens on September 10th. Wow. Guys, share this video with everyone you can. Take a screenshot of this. Share it on social media. We got to get this out there because this is absolutely undeniable. And I'm sure there's more. Let me know if you have more in the comments. I had to get this video out as quick as I could. And I'm sure I'm probably missing a few things, but that's okay. I think we have enough right here to prove the point.
This whole thing has been signed, sealed, and stamped by the parasites at the top. Literally cannot get any more obvious at this point. Took them exactly 33 hours to get this guy. 33 hours. 33 hours. Yeah. Okay. You know when you put the word neck in Gematria, it equals 33? Trump's first day in office to September 10th is exactly 33 weeks and 3 days. From Charlie Kirk's birthday to September 10th, 47 weeks. 47's chilling here. 4 plus 7 in numerology is 11. 11 plus 11 plus 11 is 33. The Freemason compass, the 33rd degree Freemasons, the highest ranking Freemasons in the world that control everything. This is the compass they use, and it's 47 degrees. Didn't take them 31 hours. Didn't take them 34 hours or 32. It's 33 hours exactly. Okay. You guys recognize this logo? The United Nations, the people that control our world, our whole entire world. They pass bills and laws that we don't even get a say in. Look how many sections that they've sectioned this off. 33. Flat Earth math too, by the way. Just another way to laugh at you. When are you guys going to realize that it's all scripted? When are you going to wake up? Need to come together and rise.
If you seriously think Charlie Kirk was actually speaking out for the greater good, then you have no idea how the world actually works. Here's him right here. praying to that wall. We all know what that wall is. He made an oath because he's not serving the people, he's serving the people in charge of the world. He's a Freemason. So look at the 3 hats that they had there. 47, well 4 plus 7 is 11, then 11 times 3 is 33. 33rd degree Freemasonry. Could that just be a coincidence? I don't think so. There's really no coincidences when it comes to everything we see in the media. It's all scripted, it's all an act. The world is a stage, and you are all falling for all of it. Freedom, broken down in reverse numerology, the full reduction is 33, and he was wearing a shirt that says freedom. And isn't it odd how it's black and white? Especially with the incident with the girl on the bus. They want black against white. They want red against blue. Do you think that's predictive programming? Maybe I'm being far-fetched, but have you seen the videos where he's being interviewed and the guy's like, hypothetically, if you were to be killed, what would you want your legacy to be like? And it was like not that long before it actually happened. Yeah, everyone in office, they're all frauds. They are serving the big boy billionaires. That's why Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates are sitting there with, oh, Trump. I wonder what they're talking about. They're all frauds. They're all Freemasons. And if you don't wake up, we will inevitably be led into total enslavement. For entertainment purposes only.
Being told the truth about what happened to Charlie Kirk, the story does not add up in any way, shape, or form, and so I'm going to ask the questions that have not been answered yet. Starting with a heavy one. The footage that we saw of the front of Charlie's neck, was that an entry or an exit wound? I ask this because entry wounds are much, much smaller. They are much more defined and consolidated to a smaller area than an exit wound. Exit wounds oftentimes look like an explosion type. It's more graphic. So if the exit wound was in the back, surely should have looked a lot more intense than the front of his neck, right? Why wasn't there any blood spatter on the white banner behind Charlie? Another question I have about this is when they were carrying Charlie to the car after he was shot, where was the blood trail? If the back of his neck was supposed to be the exit wound, surely there would have been a blood trail. And there's footage out right now that you can look at of them carrying him to the car, and there's not a blood trail. Why wasn't this handled like a regular crime scene? Why was his security taking down a camera that was posted up behind Charlie during the shooting? Because that will show you key evidence of what happened. And it was taken down minutes after it happened. Who took that camera down? Where is that footage? And what was seen on that footage? I also want to know, why was everybody walking around the area? If a horrific crime just happened where we saw the blood, we saw it with our own eyes, why wasn't anybody looking on the ground and being careful where they were stepping behind Charlie? It was supposed to be more graphic behind Charlie if we're talking about an exit wound being at the back of your neck. So where was the blood behind him? There were multiple decoys in this incident. It almost seems like there's a patsy because you remember that older guy who was taken into custody. His name turned out to be George Zinn. And ironically, George Zinn was also featured in many 9/11 interviews blaming Al-Qaeda for the 9/11 attacks. The gun that they're saying was found in the woods that was used for this crime is very difficult to take apart and put back together. It's time consuming. And so we saw him running off of the building. He ran and jumped off of the building, no gun in sight. Okay, so he must have put it in his backpack, put it in his pants, whatever they think happened. They apparently say that he disassembled it. But why would he reassemble it in the woods then before leaving? Make it make sense. What was the visibility like on the building that the so-called shooter was shooting from? Because he was shooting from higher up. Charlie was underneath a tent with the crowd very close to him. So they were up very close. It would have been a really tough shot, and he got it right on the money on the first try. So has anybody gone back there to see what the visibility would be like from that range with that type of gun? Where are we at with that? Netanyahu is acting incredibly suspicious. He somehow tweeted at the exact same time as Donald Trump to announce that Charlie Kirk was killed. Why is a foreign leader tweeting at the same time as a US president announcing the death of a very prominent political figure in America? We're now seeing countless videos surface of him changing his mind on his stance on Israel within the past couple of months. As recent as about 5 days ago when he appeared with Ben Shapiro talking about, are we to trust everything that we're hearing about Israel? Why can't we question it? It all seemed very rushed. He was home in his casket within 48 hours of being killed. Everything was very swift. What does the hospital have to say? What do the surgeons at the hospital have to say? We need answers on this stuff.
Is this guy that guy? Compare their faces. He won 6 Emmy Awards, makeup artists and special effects. This is an artificial created neck. Here, make a hole for the hose. This one here, or maybe this one here. The camera looks different. Look at the attachment. Look at the reflection of the smartphone. Looks like reload and action. If the carotid arteries are hit, you would lose red fluid the whole time, but not a single drop on the ground. Only a small portion of red fluid on the table visible. The tent is white, no red fluid, but a hypersonic body would pass through like butter. Maybe that's why they want to get the camera, the attachment as fast as possible.
It sounds so cliche when people are like, oh.
Whoa, whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
I haven't heard anybody talk about this yet, but why is Charlie Kirk wearing a white shirt? He never wears a white shirt, ever. Not one debate at a school could I find where he was wearing anything but a black shirt. Anything. Maybe a dark blue or something like that, but no white, ever. And then on this day, he decides to have white and saying freedom. And I just keep seeing the video everywhere. Still. Not just like a little bit, but like the full thing. Instagram does not care. They want you to see this. I don't understand because there's only like 4 videos out. They all seem basically AI. His finger ring move.
His ring is on his wedding finger, okay? Watch it as it comes up. As his hand comes up, the ring literally jumps from his wedding finger to his pinky. Right there. Right there. See that?
The F moves. I mean, come on. You're playing with yourself. Where are all the other people's videos that are not making it onto social media? Like all hundreds, thousands of people and not one of them has a video that we can see? Where's that drone? Where's the cameras from the school of him getting onto the shooter getting onto the roof or off? And then when you see the off one, I mean, there's no weapon in his pocket. I'm sorry. And also, just a quick side note, they said that he took the scope off before he shot and then put it back on. Sorry, but anybody who's shot a gun knows that if you just remount a scope, it is not going to be accurate. You have to recalibrate it to make sure that it is at the correct spot. And all of the hand signals, they're very clear. I don't have to be a military officer or anything like that to know those are hand signals. And there's a bunch of them. And they got the video of it. I'm like, what? Why are you letting us see that? If this, I don't understand, because it seems like they wanted us to know and wanted us to see this and wanted us to make it look like it was an inside job. Which I don't know why they would want to make it look like an inside job. That one I can't figure out. But it looks like an inside job.
Was Charlie Kirk a distraction from something much bigger?
A lot of you aren't ready to hear this.
This blew my
Everyone's
mind.
missing the point right now. He was assassinated the same day that they voted to release the Epstein files.
Weird,
and
right?
It got rejected, 51 to 49. If it was to have passed, the Justice Department would have been required to release all documents related to the case within 30 days. We could have had the answers we were looking for by October, but there must be something so incriminating in there that they didn't want the Capitol to look like Nepal right now.
Yep.
And some people will say, well, they just need more time to redact the victims' names.
They've had plenty of
Do
time.
you know that the Epstein case has been open for 20 years? It's not a recent thing.
A long
The FBI
time.
has been working on this for 2 decades. That's plenty long enough to put some black ink on names.
It's not that hard.
If you think it's just Trump in there, why wouldn't the Democrats have used that as a trump card to keep him out of office while Biden was in?
They're all in on it.
This thing is so much bigger than blue and red, Republican versus Democrat. They want us to think that. That's why they killed someone so controversial. Because they knew that it would make us fight amongst ourselves and that we would distract ourselves.
Divide and
They don't have to
conquer is
distract
the
us.
game.
They just have to get us started, and we'll do it for them, right?
Yep. Works every time.
It's not you versus me. It's not me versus you. We're not enemies. The enemy is the one who's trying to convince us that we are enemies. And I hear a lot of talk about civil war right now. All right, there's a big difference between a civil war and a revolution. And I just want to say, I don't care what you thought about Charlie Kirk, but his stance on the Second Amendment was that it was in place so that we could protect ourselves and overthrow a tyrannical government.
Which is what we have.
And is that not some common ground that conservatives and liberals alike can have right now?
You still don't know that they're all on the same team? All of them? And I mean all of them. It's not the team I'm on, that's for sure. It's this team, the Freemasons, and this team that running mates were on. You know, people running against each other, both people from the same Yale secret society. One of them was going to control us with the same freaking background. Don't believe me about this?
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society. It's so secret we can't talk about it. What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go wild. I'm sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the red number 322.
And they love this number because a third of the angels fell and they worship the fallen angels and Lucifer. They tell us about their lives with the number 33. Look at this lead article today about CK, which, by the way, C is the third letter of the alphabet, K is the 11th. 3 times 11 is 33 on the third day. And then let's scroll down. Oh, about 3,000 people there, more than 300 cases, 33. And guess what? They also like the number 66 because it's biblical, it's evil, it's the mark of the beast. Well, 666, but they use 66. January is 1. Plus 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus another 1 is 6. So 66 and 33 from the third of the angels that they worship with Lucifer, who fell. You are being played on such a massive scale that it makes me want to throw up that you believe what the TV is telling you. It's a false flag. Oh, false flag. F. Guess what letter F is? A, B, C, D, E, F. That's 6. Another 66. You know all the news stations? All of them? They say they're owned by six different companies, but there's only 2 companies that own all of them. Disney. Oh. Look at Viacom. And it's all of them, down the line. You're being played, people. And I'm just trying to help you figure that out. That was 1 second before, and that was 1 second after. It glitched. And no, it's not a clip ring. I watched the video. It literally jumps. I don't care if it's a clip ring. A clip ring doesn't jump. You're being played. It's time to figure it out. But of course, all this for entertainment purposes. It's my opinion, and I gotta say this or they're gonna take my video down. Entertainment only.
Well, I thought that this dude that was standing next to Charlie during the shooting looked familiar. You know, this guy right here? This guy right here? The exact same glasses too? Is this the same dude? It looks like the same dude to me, guys. Could just be security, sure. But these hand signals that this guy was doing before Charlie was shot raise a little bit of suspicion with me. This is the first one, grabs the hat and the ear. This is seconds before, guys. But this isn't the guy that I'm talking about. I'm talking about this guy right here. Puts out his arm and then a tap on the shoulder, right there. Now, if you were signaling to someone to do something, that's how you would do it. None of this is sitting right with me, guys. None of it at all. And a lot of people are feeling the exact same way. I know it's not just me. But let me know what you guys think. Is this the same dude? Is this the exact same guy or what? And are they trying to play us all? I have to let you know that one thing that I've learned throughout my entire journey in knowing these people's playbook is this is 101. We live in a scripted reality. Peace and love.
The Charlie Kirk thing seems very strange because once you begin to go down the rabbit hole and look at everything, something doesn't seem right about this. Case in point, notice the ring. I want you to pay attention to that because something very interesting happens to the ring. Notice how it's on his ring finger. Right there. You see it? On the ring finger. Now, keep that in mind because look at this. Notice how the ring changes hands. It goes from his ring finger to his pinky. How is that possible? I'm asking each and every one of you, how is that possible? Again, I don't know what's going on, but something very strange is happening. What do you think?
If you seriously think Charlie Kirk was actually speaking out for the greater good, then you have no idea how the world actually works. Here's him right here, praying to that wall. We all know what that wall is. He made an oath because he's not serving the people, he's serving the people in charge of the world. He's a Freemason. So look at the 3 hats that they had there. 47, well 4 plus 7 is 11, then 11 times 3 is 33. 33rd degree Freemasonry. Could that just be a coincidence? I don't think so. There's really no coincidences when it comes to everything we see in the media. It's all scripted, it's all an act. The world is a stage, and you are all falling for all of it. Freedom, broken down in reverse numerology, the full reduction is 33, and he was wearing a shirt that says freedom. And isn't it odd how it's black and white? Especially with the incident with the girl on the bus. They want black against white. They want red against blue. Do you think that's predictive programming? Maybe I'm being far-fetched, but have you seen the videos where he's being interviewed and the guy's like, hypothetically, if you were to be killed, what would you want your legacy to be like? And it was like not that long before it actually happened. Yeah, everyone in office, they're all frauds. They are serving the big boy billionaires. That's why Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates are sitting there with, oh, Trump. I wonder what they're talking about. They're all frauds. They're all Freemasons. And if you don't wake up, we will inevitably be led into total enslavement. For entertainment purposes only.
Did you see my prediction on Miss Charlie Kirk's wife and this post? This post right here? Did you see my prediction? Okay, one final thing. His wife posted this just a few days before. Kind of strange how they're all in black. And then she brings up a certain day. What date? And date. What date, Tyler? What date? I wouldn't be surprised if his services are on that date. And if they are, I want you to come back to this video and put in the comments how right I was about it all. Because she's telling you about a lot of things. Would you look at that? September 16th. Oh, at 6:30. 3 plus 3 and 3. So a bunch of 3s again. You're being played, people. He's alive and well and laughing at you. Laughing, laughing, laughing. And while you're crying, crying, crying. And I didn't mean to say CCC. Because I point that out a lot. I don't want to throw them back in my face. I am against these liars in every way possible. And all I'm trying to do is help you see it. And if you're seeing this for the first time, go watch the 5 videos I've done on all of them and their symbolism. Their 33s and their hand symbols and them laughing at you non-stop. Her fake crisis acting. You really believe that? Do you know any single real human whose spouse would die and would go to the casket with a dead corpse and be petting them and filming that and putting that on social media? Are you out of your mind that you think that's real? Are you out of your mind? You're out of your mind. You know why? Because they are controlling your mind with trauma-based mind control. It doesn't allow you to think logically because emotions override you and you think emotionally, and the logical brain goes bye-bye. Damn it. I didn't mean to say BB. Been up their craws too much trying to expose them that now I'm saying their stupid lingo. Time to wake up, people. Time to wake up. There's a loving Heavenly Father up there who loves you. And guess what? These people, even though they claim to, they don't. They're against him. They love a little G God named Lucifer. Yeah. You should figure this one out. Oh, and guess what? You don't live on a spinning ball. You don't. It's stationary. It's covered. You've been lied to since you were in the womb, basically. From the moment you got out and they lied to your parents about needing these things, you've been lied to and poked and prodded and poisoned and made to think you're an evolved chimp spinning on a ball in endless, expanding, never-ending space. You're not. You're at the center of creation. You're a divine being. You are way more powerful than you could ever realize. But they're controlling you with trauma. Time to wake up. Please. Figure it out. Do us all a favor. All the ones that are spending time trying to help you, take a minute, do some research. Have a good day. Of course, all this for entertainment purposes. I'm sure that was just coincidence that they were all in black and she put the date of his service in her freaking story, in her page, in her profile. They're mocking you. And I can scream it from the rooftops until I'm blue in the face, but it's up to you to figure it out. It's up to you. I'm leaving the breadcrumbs. I'm making the videos. I'm spending the time. You put in the time. Please. I'm begging you. Have a good day. Entertainment only.
Many men wish death upon me. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see.
Charlie Kirk's wife wearing a G on her finger at the funeral, and also filming herself touching Charlie's rubber hands because he's not dead. It's a big fake psyop.
In fact, I even think that we should bring back, public executions on certain people. No, but think about it. I think that, and you guys should laugh, but it should be done. You guys should laugh, but think about it. Some of these crimes are so heinous against humanity that it must be done as a statement and not say that, we're gonna make you a sympathy. So, for example, I think that Luigi Maggioni guy, I think he should get the death penalty. I think that if you're gonna go kill someone in the back of the head in the streets of New York and act as if I should be sympathetic because you didn't get a healthcare premium you didn't like, I think you should get the death penalty for that. I think if you take a life, your life should be taken, and it should be done, obviously, through a jury of the peers. So anyway, that's how I would respond to that. It's the administration of justice, and it's also, more specifically, the life in the womb has not hurt anybody else. Right. The person on death penalty definitionally has hurt somebody else's life.
Thank you. And then
appreciate it. Yes.
there's a very distinct H there, right? Hallelujah, not alleluia. You know what Hallel is, right? It's another name for Lucifer. The word was originally alleluia, you know, like you see here in old Bibles and the King James Bible. But I mean, why would they be singing about Lucifer at a big Christian event? It's not what you think it is. It's a giant Luciferian ritual. And I couldn't help but notice something even in the seats. Do you see it? How about now? Do you see the two very obvious sixes? Funny how sixes are related to the mark of the beast and Lucifer, aka Satan. And funny how this actress, this poor grieving widow, keeps making symbols that resemble things that would be an ode to Lucifer. You think that means I love you? No, it means I love Satan. And they put it in mainstream, so people doing this, and the rock on symbol, and the OK symbol, and even the peace sign, they've infiltrated it all. None of them mean what you think. And you're doing them, and you don't even realize what you're paying tribute to. Now let's get back to that number that they so strangely arranged perfectly in the chairs, and how it relates to mankind's failed governments and the Antichrist. Man, I can't think of any governments in the world that have failed, especially not in the United States. I mean, it's a perfectly well-run machine for the people, by the people, right? Right. I mean, you might think this is reaching, but it's pretty clear. I mean, this one specifically. Come on. You think that's just coincidence? And now that I'm looking at it, there's a third right there. Down and around. So 666, people. You know, the number I've been telling you that they love for years. You know, this one, 666. You know. This one, you know. That one. But of course, all this is for entertainment purposes. I'm sure the fact that there was a perfect 666 in the seating arrangement was just by accident. They didn't intentionally do that. Nah, that'd be ridiculous. And all Charlie Kirk's wife's terrible acting, it's just because she's so upset. And I want to say one more thing. There are a lot of people exposing themselves with this. A lot of people that claim to be truth tellers and awake. There aren't as many deceived as you think. They're part of the club, and they have to go along with the narrative that he's gone. So if you're wondering why this person seems so awake, but they're just not getting it, ask yourself, is it intentional? Are they part of this group as well? Things to think about. Entertainment only. I'm sure them singing hallelujah is just because it sounds better than alleluia. Have a nice day. Entertainment only.